Hey everyone, it's Tuesday on Less is More, and this week's topic is heterosexism in education. And I'm still in high school. I'm a junior, but the only time I can ever remember anything gay-related being brought up in the curriculum was last year in U.S. history. We were talking about civil rights and everything. Just all of that, and how all the African Americans wanted was to be equal. The teacher asked how that is similar to what's going on today, and who is sort of in the same situation. The sad thing is the class didn't know. So they were just kind of like, oh, no one really said anything, and then the teacher was like, gays and lesbians. And then the whole class started to laugh. So that was a little hurtful because they didn't even think that we want our rights, and then they thought it was funny. In my school, we will never read any literature on LGBT issues or stories, anything like that. But as you can see, I'm in the closet, and the reason I'm in the closet is because for the first 2 years of high school, I was in the closet, and those were really, really bad times for me. And high school, it's not a very happy place in general, especially for LGBT teens. And, LGBT teens are 4 times more likely to commit suicide than any straight teen. I can't promise that I'm going to be able to go through the rest of this video without crying, because this is a huge issue for me. I was picked on so bad the first 2 years of high school before I was completely out, because before I told anybody I was gay, there was always the rumor that I was, and I knew that I was, but I didn't really admit it. I would never admit it. And there's this girl who was so mean to me. She still is. But now I'm to the point where I can't let it bother me. But I pretty much got shoved out of the closet. I didn't really come out. And before I came out, we went to Chicago. It was for a band trip. And we got into our hotel room, and, there was 2 beds in our hotel room. And there was 4 of us girls. And we got up there, and the first thing she said was, rock, paper, scissors, whoever loses gets to share the bed with a lesbian. So they played rock, paper, scissors. One of my friends loses, and she's like, oh, no, I have to sleep on the floor. See, they didn't know I was completely gay at the time, but that really hurt me. And I wanted to go home so bad. That was terrible. And then this other time, we were all standing in our social circle in the morning, like we always do every day. And the girl that was standing next to me was wearing a really low-cut shirt. And then there was another social circle next to us, and I was looking over at the other social circle because they were doing something, throwing something around. And the girl with the low-cut shirt says, what? And I was like, what? She's like, you were staring. And I was like, no, I wasn't. I was looking over there. And then the girl that's really mean to me burst out laughing. She thought that I was looking down her shirt. And she burst out laughing, and they all kind of giggled. And it sounds like nothing now, but that just topped it all off. Everything that they've done to me, that it just topped it all off. And then the bell rang, and I went to my first hour class, and I couldn't keep myself together. I started to cry, and I could not stop. So I went to the office, and I went to the front desk, and I went to talk to the secretary to say I want to go home, I could barely speak. I was just like, I want to go home. She's like, why? And I was just like, just let me go home. And she could tell that something was really wrong with me. So she did let me go home. And I was waiting for my mom to come get me because I can't drive. And one of my teachers stops me, and she wanted me to talk to her about what happened. And I did, and I felt a lot better after I talked to her about it. For people who think someone might be gay, but they won't admit it, don't point it out. Please do not point it out. That's the worst feeling. And I didn't come out of the closet to everyone. I just came out to my 4 closest friends, and one of them decided to pretty much tell everyone, and it was just terrible. And then there's another girl in my school that says things like, oh, I wish I could just hang all the gays. And there's hardly anything positive in my school with LGBT issues because, as far as I know, I'm the only one. But I just want everyone to know that words hurt more than you might think. But they can also do really good things. Like, someone can be having a terrible day, and just one good thing that someone says to them can change their mood completely. Like, honestly. But being gay in high school is not easy. And the sad thing is, if something bad happens to me during the day, just anything, the first thing that crosses my mind is it because I'm gay? Well, that's pretty sad that has to be an issue. I know there are people in my school, one in particular, that watch my Less is More videos just to make fun of me. And I really don't care anymore. Like, I've been bullied so bad the past 2 years that nothing is gonna bother me with that. But for those who are watching this that go to my school and are just watching this to make fun of me, I want you to know that there are people out there that kill themselves because of you. And for everyone else, if you feel like you're ready to give up, if you feel like no one will care if you're not here anymore, don't think that way at all. Because if you really don't have that many positive people in your life, they're not hard to find. You just need to talk to someone, and if no one will listen to you, talk to me, because I'll listen. Send me a message. I don't care. I will listen, because I know what that's like. And these people who run around just trying to hurt people's feelings did make me feel like that once. There was a time when I did want to give up. There's more positive people than negative people, trust me. And coming out of the closet was, I'm glad I did. Because before, I would have given anything to change, and there was a point where I didn't even want to live anymore if I had to be gay. But now, I love being gay, and I wouldn't change for anything. And coming out it turned out to be a really good thing, because it got rid of the negative people in my life. And I made more friends because of it. So, I feel so much better now, and I found out who my true friends are. So just remember that will probably happen to you, because I know tons of people with the same story. It's not that bad, I promise. So hopefully the people who watch this that aren't having the best time, hopefully this helps you, because trust me, it will get better, and you will feel like that someday too, I promise. But just remember what I said. If no one will listen to you, just message me, okay? Because I will listen, and I will give you any advice that I have. I can't promise that it'll be great advice, but I will do what I can to help you. So, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you guys next Tuesday.